Crazy. Yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, the problem with the previous stream, unfortunately, is we did not record the audio. So I'm just making a small follow up here, guys, to make sure that we have the audio. And this is day 2. We did work for 1 hour on the AI Copilot. I realized the whole hour we had no audio, and this won't happen again. We're gonna make sure that we test our stream, make sure that we do have the audio. So let me make stream for a couple more minutes just so I can go over exactly what we have. Let's see here. Test. Exactly. Okay, so we do have the audio working now. Very good. So we worked for about 1 hour on this project here, and we have a couple of things that we've done. First of all, we've done a small redesign of the front end. As you can see, we've redesigned the front end a little bit, so it's a single column layout. Second of all, we've added a score for engagement bait slash just AI slop. The lower the better. So the lower the score, the better it is. In addition, we're starting to add a little bit more filtering in terms of any long walls of text we don't want to. Moreover, we wanted to add bucketing. So if we already interacted, like here, we interacted with this post, we're going to mark as interacted, so we don't have to, we're now going to trigger the same user or the same post again. So this is important. We still need a proper, find the interacted posts bucket and a tab for this. So for the front end, we'll need to do a couple of adjustments. For now, when it comes to the actual repos, let's see what we have. We still have a PR churning for the tags. Yeah, for the tag and the 24-hour cooldown. So we're still working on this. It's still churning. We do have 2 issues. So the first PR, this one, it will close this issue with the bucket. So when we click interacted, it won't use the same author. It won't get the same thread. It's really nice for engagement. And the second one is we're going to filter out long walls of text, get a hard character cap. And the reason for this is we don't want users to, we don't want to interact with stuff that's long texts, that has a long text. And for example, here we also have a couple of things of there is no rank. Not sure what that means, so we do want to address this. Let me just go and try to address this, why this has no rank, but it'd be a lot better to address this once we actually merge the PRs and delete all the branches. So this is just a short live stream because as a follow up to the previous one, because the previous one we did not have audio. So I just wanted to do this for the record. Day 2, we've done, day 1, we've done a lot of the setting up with the sessions and all that good stuff. Day 2, we are just working on polishing up the filters, filtering out the conversations we do want to interact with. And we're not really working too much on the draft reply because it's still a little bit buggy. But at the very least, some sort of update to the draft reply seems to make sense to come next. Because here, thanks for raising this. Here's the concise take based on this. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's correct. And plus, it seems like it's cutting off. So this is actually a good time to open up another issue. So we can do that. Let me just switch really quick to cursor. And I'm going to take a screenshot, put this here. So can you raise another issue here? Why do some items have no score? That's not right. What are some items have no score? Every item should have a score tag, right? Can you investigate this issue and tell me the root cause, then open it up as proper issue on GitHub. So we're just going to open an issue here for this no score thing, which I'm curious to see what the real problem is. I'm still waiting on the PR to check off. I'm still waiting on the PR to finish churning. Oh, maybe it is now. Let me see. If Vortex finally... Oh, yeah. Vortex did finally approve the PR. So let's see here. Here we go. So we did finally get the approval, the all clear. Now this is for the interactive tags and 24-hour cooldown. So let's go ahead and merge this one as well. Okay. And I think we're pretty good right now. We still have that issue should be closed. Okay, so we just have one issue with the filter on long walls of text. Okay, do we have a PR for that yet? No, we're about to raise another issue. So now is a good time because we have the previous issue number 17 with the filter out the long text and hard cap. We gotta take this issue. It's investing in a different thing. So meanwhile, we're gonna go in plan mode and say here, Okay, for this issue, can you please plan a proper PR to address it? So this is going to be in plan mode, but we're still waiting on Grok cursor to dig into the root cause for the no score. I'm not sure if maybe there's just a hard limit on how many threads DeepSeek is going to score per run. For example, 10 or 20 threads, so anything besides that needs to get rescored. But at the very least, we should have a button to rescore it, but I think it's better to just score it right away. So let's see what the real issue is for this one. And I think after this, we can just go ahead and end the stream and save it for another day and move on to day 3. So again, for day 2, just a brief overview. We've updated the UI. We fine-tuned a little bit of how we are actually searching for the threads. We integrated the threads fully. And so now here's the root cause. Triage is a soft merge, not a guarantee. What happens? The UI does bait, question, or blank. So a blank minus badge means bait score, never landed on that card. That comes from 3 places: partial DeepSeek response, 20 thread cap, soft degrade. So yes, very engageable. Every engagement should have a score. Today the pipeline does not enforce that. So yeah, this is something we can handle later. But for now, let's go ahead and make a plan to address this previous issue, because we did merge the bucketing PR. So we're just going to make a PR for this issue. I think we're just going to open it. And after that, I think we can end this. Again, this is a relatively short stream. I just wanted to give you guys, for day 2, what we have done. The thing is, we did an hour stream. We just had no audio on this. So I think this is the most basic everything. So for day 3, what do we have planned? For day 3, we're going to continue, just polish this a little bit so we identify the threads more cleanly. We have a little bit of a dedupe going on. We're going to avoid these long walls of texts. Like, this is not something we want. This is too long. I'm more interested in like 1 or 2 sentences of something they say. But again, the issue is 1 and 2 sentences are usually just engagement baits. So we're really looking for that perfect smooth amount of just a couple of sentences, something interesting, something we can engage with. Not long threads, not short, punchy engagement AI bait. So we'll fine-tune this for day 3. Also add proper bucketing, maybe a little bit of a tracking as well. I'm going to see if we can track the amount of views our responses get, because maybe technically you should be able to do that. That's something we'll say for day 3, something interesting, so we can get a little bit more data on our responses. And also another thing we're going to start thinking about in day 3, which is maybe our actual like wild card, is to integrate Obsidian-based vector memory search. So anytime you interact with a thread, anytime you create a response, mark interacted, maybe it should ask you and maybe it should ask you for a field to copy paste the response that you've interacted with, or maybe it can even automatically find the response that you posted, and it should save that as a memory and kind of remember, okay, this user saved it, he liked this and he responded to this with that. And based on that, it should kind of influence how it's actually searching for threads. So this is the next thing we can tackle in day 3. But I think this is more day 3 or 4. But yeah, this is most everything for day 2, guys. Let me go back to cursor, how we add. So it is ready for the plan. Let's go ahead and execute this plan. Again, just to remind ourselves, we have two open issues now. The filter out along walls of text is what we're tackling right now. And then the other issue is some thread rows that have no bait score. So we'll tackle that in day 3. So that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're going to keep grinding along, I'll try to go live once a day for about an hour. So tomorrow we'll have our next stream. And as always, you can check out the GitHub repo in the description. This is a very simple tool. All you need is a DeepSeek API key and your X session cookies, which you get for free. You just get them through the browser. So that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. I'll see you guys in